Hi everybody, this is Jaguar from the Women's School, and today I'm coming to you from this room in my house. Super warm today, and we thought we'd do a video inside because when we're outside it's always really windy and some of you may not be able to hear me properly, so this time a video from inside. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the feminine and working with the feminine. Being a feminine wisdom professional, being a professional in feminine knowledge. And that's what I do, that's my work, and that's what my whole professional life has been all about. And many of you listening may be doing something similar and also working with women. And as a feminine professional, as a person working with women and with the feminine every single day, I know that working with the feminine is something that has many sides to it, many aspects to it. And because it's something that's still being pioneered into our world, because it's something that's still fairly new, because it's a profession that's still emerging, I often find that talking with people, it's not entirely clear, well, what is that working with women? What is that being a professional for the feminine? What is that? And of course that encompasses so many things, and I want to welcome you and encourage you, have the courage to really embody yourself and really do everything you've come here to do. Because us women, we're needed. Our wisdom is needed, our knowledge is needed, our passion, our intuition, our love, our skills are needed. And you don't have to put yourself into this tiny little box that we've all been taught we should fit into, that we should learn some kind of a profession that is one thing, like being a lawyer or being a doctor or being a hairdresser or being a massage therapist, which is all really great and really amazing and beautiful if you do that. And if you're someone who has many skills and is bringing them all together to be of service to the feminine and to the feminine awakening happening in our lifetimes today, then I encourage you to think a bit broader and bigger and deeper than that, and it's definitely what I'm doing. I've been working with pregnancy, birth, and all the rites of passage of the feminine now for a long time, maybe 12 years, and I'd have to count it all up to tell you the exact number. And in that journey, in that professional working journey, of course, there's been so many different parts that have come together. Movement and the arts, yoga and breath, body work and learning about anatomy and physiology, understanding the body at a really deep level because the body is the temple of our soul, understanding psychology, understanding our psyche, really deeply going into the archetypes and the different ways we manifest as human beings, our biographies and how that impacts our life. The feminine spiritual practice, which is something that I don't think is being lived in anywhere near the fullness and magic and depth that actually feminine, authentic feminine spiritual practice is. Because so many spiritual paths, so many religious paths, so many paths of worship or spiritual dedication have excluded the feminine, have diminished the feminine, have not had a lot of influence from women in general, a very basic thing. And so I also really encourage you to open to that amazing doorway that we have today to reconnect really deeply to our feminine spiritual practice, to our feminine spiritual truth, to our authentic spiritual unique expression as women today. And when I've accompanied pregnancies and births, that's been one of the things that we always include. Whether women would name it like that or not, if that's the name you want to use or not, that's what happens. It's our soul. It's a sacred, soulful, extremely pivotal process in our human life, and it's the beginning of a new life, and it's so precious. And that sacredness that is present within birth is the feminine. And that sacredness that is present within all feminine rites of passage that leads us back to the seed and the root and the core of what feminine spiritual practice can be and is, and it emerges from within us. And yeah, it's not, you can't institutionalize it, you can't put it in a box and label it and make rules out of it, because that wisdom emerges from your unique soul path and your unique journey. And so working with the feminine is so, 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 so beautiful, so wide, so deep, and encompasses everything from the body to the heart, to the mind, to the soul, because as women today, we are waking up to that reality of our power at every level, social, political, personal. So yeah, I want to encourage you to discover the feminine in your own life and to claim that and to know that we are pioneers and that this time is to bring that wisdom and that knowledge back onto the planet. See you soon, and check into the Women's School or my website if you want to get some more inspirations. Bye-bye.